Hello! Let's make a quick video about the bucktails again. So in the previous video I was talking about the materials that I use for tying pike flies, and today I quickly made these white flies without any flash because the water has been really bright clear in my home waters this year, and I was thinking that maybe pikes will prefer a fly without any sparkly stuff, like for example this guy has a flash habu here. So white has been also sometimes good color, and I have a really good selection of material for the white flies. And after I made the fly I thought that okay, this is actually a good example to explain more about the bucktail hair. And I think it might be actually better to talk about correct quality bucktails instead of just good quality bucktail, because for example, making this fly, I was using these. Oops. This one, then this one. So actually, I was using 3 different bucktails, and all of them are white for one single fly. And I will explain why. So, let's start from the back. This is the tail that I have actually mentioned and shown before. This is from USA special quality. So, and what's so special about this tail is that the hair is really long, and it's also quite thin, and it's not so hollow. But mainly the idea is that this is really long hair. So this stuff I have been using only to make the tail of the fly. So this here is from this guy, because this is thin, not so thick, and it's long. Okay, but that was only for the tail. I think the same material would be quite bad for the end of the fly. So for the middle section I was using actually this one, this tail. So here the hair is still long, but it's not as long as with the previous tail. And this one is also more hollow. So for the back part I was using hair from back here, but I was not going too much back because this is really hollow and it's less hollow when you move to that direction. So I took a bunch of hair from here and I cut some of the tip so that it's not too hollow, because if it's really hollow you put it on the hook and you tighten it, it will puff, it will open like this, and we don't want that to the back part. So here first you take material as back as possible, but not totally from the back because it's too hollow. So you want to have long but not too hollow material. Now for the middle part I moved more to this direction because the hair is shorter. So then I start to get this nice tapered shape here. And this is a bulkhead. So for the beginning of the bulkhead I was taking hair now again from back here, because the tightening point is about here, and you want to have hollow hair so that you can make a bulkhead, so that the hairs will puff, they will open. So this tail first from the back so that you get as long hair as possible, but you cannot use this part because it's too hollow. Then you move a bit to this direction so that you still get long but a bit shorter hair and it's not so hollow. And when you are making bulkhead you move back to that direction because now you want to have so that the hollow section is about here when you tighten the fly, tighten the hair on the hook. But again, this is a bit long hair, so it would not be optimum for this part of the fly, because every time when you attach hair to the hook you want it to be slightly shorter from this direction. So the first punch of hair is the longest, the next one is a bit shorter, a bit shorter, a bit shorter, etc. so that you can get this tapered shape. So for the head, when I was making bulkheads, I was using this tail. This tail has clearly shorter hair, but it's still hollow from the from the end of the hair. So when using this tail, first I was making bulkheads so that I took as long hair as possible from this back section. Then, because I wanted to have always a bit shorter hair when I moved forward to the eye of the hook, so then I started to take hair from here and here. And you can see that I made two flies from this tail. And you can see clearly that I have taken stuff from here, then I have taken stuff from here, and then I have taken the stuff from here. So I have actually 3 bulkhead bunches of hair on this fly from this tail, and the first one was taken from here, next one was taken from here, and the last bunch was taken from here because it's the shortest hair. So basically, to get a really nice taper fly easily, you cannot make it from one tail. If you are lucky and you have enough good material, correct kind of material, I would recommend using 3 tails. I would say that, okay, you might be able to do it with 2 tails, but I would prefer 3. But if I would have to make this same fly only from one of these tails, it would be quite difficult. So again, this is natural material, and all the tails are slightly different. So when you are buying a tail for your fly tying, you would actually have to also think, are you going to use that material at the back of the fly, or the middle of the fly, or for the head of the fly? So again, reason why you buy bucktails so that you actually have them physically in your hand is so that you can check what kind of hair it is. Is it suitable for the back end, middle, or head? Or in some cases, like this from the previous video, probably not good for pike flies at all. Maybe you could make some really bulkheads really for the tip of the fly, but probably not. And as you can see, I haven't been using this much at all, like only a bit from there and there. So that's about the bucktail again, but I just think it's important to understand that how you select, how do you decide what kind of hair do you take from a tail. Here is another white fly. Basically I made 2. If they work really well, it's nice to have a spare fly. And these are not finished yet. The tying part is done, but the next phase is that I will take them to the kitchen and I will put them under a tap of water, and I let hot water go through it like this for a long time. Not long time, but for a short time, and then I will hang them drying like this. I will take later a video about that so you can see what I mean. Then you let them dry, and then they will have the final nice shape, and after that these flies should look really nice and great. You will see that soon. Okay, And we are back. So this is now the fly after I put it under a hot water tap and then I let it dry in a position like this. And here is the other fly. So actually now, let's have a look about this first. You can see that it's nice tapered shape. This is a bit fluffy, but the shape is good. You can see a bit through it, and basically it looks pretty nice and good looking fly. So quite happy about that. When we compare it to this guy here, this is a bit more tight, but still the shape is really excellent, and I believe this will move in the water really in a nice way, and it will catch plenty of fish. So, two different flies. Here is the final product. I think the shape is really good. You can see a bit through it, a bit more with this one than this one, but still both will do the job just well. And this tapered shape is because the bucktail was used from 3 different tails, so I do believe that you need to have different kind of tails for different sections of the fly. And this is what you get when you have 3 good size tails for different purposes and different sections of the fly. So I hope this was a bit informative, and thanks for watching.